Now, the title of this is First Blood, so I assume at some point he does become a vampire. Looking forward to that, I'll be honest with you. Strap yourselves down, get yourselves a drink, and let's go. Is this gonna traumatize me? Oh, you're young. Oh, Stallone, my friend, you are young. Man, he is still popping. He's still popping today. Do you know what I mean? He's a granddad. He's old. He's an old man. Honestly, let's just have a moment of silence for Stallone. Let's just... Tyler, you said silence and you clapped. That makes 0 sense. Based on a novel, in it all.
Tell me this, where Delmar Barry lives?
He died.
Oh, fuck.
Died last summer.
Oh, you missed him by a little fucking smidge, mate. America. Sorry, what happened? I'm English, that was weird.
Hi, Sheriff! Gonna take a bath this week?
Wow. Just shoot that off and drive away? Mate, give a man time to reply.
You visiting somebody around here?
Why? Would you like him to visit you?
Looking the way you do. Jump in.
I tell you, man, he was very attentive to your genital region. I would give that a miss, sir.
Why are you pushing me? First of all, you don't ask the questions around here, I do.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're a cock.
A haircut and take a bath. Hope this ride helped you out.
People are so weird. He's also very clean. Don't listen to him, John. You look good, man. You look good. Walk straight back. I like his attitude.
All right, you're under arrest.
Why?
Now you put your hands in the car and you spread them.
Spread what?
How you do it, you decide right now.
Kill him. Kill him. Oh, do you think like First Blood is John's? Like someone takes like makes him bleed? Do you bleed? Sorry, that was weird.
Hey, try to be nice to some people.
You were horrible, mate.
Well, what do we have here?
That's his asshole.
What do you got?
I can't remember who or how with your mouth tied. I had a conversation with someone about this kind of thing of like how bound we are by our societies. I was like, I just wish we could adventure nowadays, because you can't. You can't. We're so like bound within these rules. You pitch a tent somewhere or try and camp somewhere in the wild and you'll get moved on. Probably. That's kind of what's supposed to happen. And like this stuff here with him, he's just a drifter, he's walking through, he's wandering through. And this guy's like, you can't do that, mate. It's like, what? I can't wander. I can't live my life that way. I have to. You have to fit into society. If you don't, you're ostracized in this way. But it's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting. Again, it's a comment on our society and how rigid we are. Sad. Just sad.
Just see if you can clean him up a little bit. All right, let me smells like an animal.
He is so clean. If you're trying to like sell this to me, like put some dirt on him. Put a bit of shit on his face. A bit of shit never hurt anybody. That's probably not true, actually, to be fair.
Your name?
Oh, trauma? Oh, hello. What a stash, mate. You gotta grow that back. Oh, mate, you're dead.
If you're looking for trouble, you came to the right place, buddy.
Why? No, you're a police station. That is supposed to be the last place.
I'm starting to dislike you.
I'll be honest, mate. You seem very unreasonable as a human being.
I just roll it across. Roll it across.
Push it.
It won't work that way. Roll it across.
I love that he's just busting balls.
$250 fine, which you don't look to me like you can pay. And you think we're tough.
Why are you tough? He wasn't even a criminal. He was just wandering about.
Put your hands on top of your head and turn around.
Clench, John. What the shit? Right in the lower back, mate. That is the worst. That is so vindictive. Why the lower back? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, get me in the arse or get me like higher. The lower. Oh man, that's the weak spot. That, mate.
What's the matter, Mitch?
Tell you what, this guy is not used to handling a heavy hose. I tell you now. You know what, John? Get him. I really want him to just kill him at this point.
Just save him. Try.
Oh no! Not a raw shave, mate. Oh, bless him. Oh, you alright, mate? Oh, the trauma. Oh, John. Oh, John. POW, eh? Oh, shit. This is, Yes. Take him. Take him. Oh, yes, right in the eyes. I love it. I love how they set this up because you absolutely want to beat the shit out of all of them. Oh. What floor are you on, mate? Amazing. Oh, he is going hard. Oh my god. Maximum effort. They're fucking unhinged, I swear. Oh, boy got skills. Man, it's the first film just him against these cops. Hey, I'm ready. Oh Holy shit, this guy wants to catch him. Mate, it's just one guy. I love the underlying pettiness of the police officers here, pursuing him this hard. Like, you know, hey, I'm absolutely on the side of you fucked that, mate, you fucked that. I'm absolutely obviously on the side of John here, but like, honestly, the pettiness is something to be admired. My man. Mate, go home. Not being funny, man. America's huge.
As far as you're gonna go!
That can't be true. Do you know what I mean? Any other cop would be like, nah, let's call it dead, lads. That's it. Let's finish. Are you doing okay, John? I'm worried about you, I'll be honest with you. There seems to be a lot of trauma in your past. Hey, if you need to release it through intense violence and bloodshed, I support you, babe. Oh, mate, yes. Full survival mode, I love it.
Thunder, let's get it.
Jesus, bro, fucking Cerberus. Ooh, very sneaky compartment. What are you hiding, John? Just keeping like a little bit of glitter in his knife, do you know what I mean? For special occasions.
He went through us like we weren't even there.
This is the only guy that knows the danger. I like him. I hope John's gentle, do you know what I mean? Jesus. Just stay really still, mate. They won't see you.
There he is.
Shit. Oh, they're gonna try and like get him with the blades.
What are you doing? We're just supposed to spot him.
I swear to God, I won't kill you.
Jeez, dude. Do it. Action slow-mo. Misses completely. Amazing. Okay, no, fair. He got it. Ish. Oh, right in the fucking lungs, mate. Man, they really sat down and wrote the script and were like, how much can we put this man through? Like, how close can we get him realistically to death? Oh, mate, yes. Is this man going to take it out with a fucking rock? No. Oh, fuck. That is what you get, mate. That stuntman looked nothing like him. Oh, that man dead. Okay, this is normal. You know what, I'm starting to think that Rambo doesn't turn into a vampire at all, actually. Man, I can absolutely see how this did well at the time, you know. In the 80s, some army guy coming back from Nam, sticking it to these fucking guys, sewing himself back up, taking them out with his bare hands, riding fucking motorcycles. So American, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I can absolutely see why it appealed to the masses of America in the time it was made, right? Did they just shoot you in the eye? What the fuck?
Cease fire! Lord God damn it, cease fire!
How is that man the reasonable one? Yeah, it's just so contextually a film that would appeal to the people at the time.
All night.
Mate, that's gross. You gotta fix that.
He's a Green Beret, Congressional Medal of Honor.
Yes,
Guy's
he
a war
is.
hero.
I knew there was something about that guy.
How could you not work that out? It was all there.
Green Beret. War hero. That's great.
Damn it!
Oh, that hat flip was disrespectful. Oh, hell yeah. Stake to the heart? Who's the vampire? That's what I'm waiting for.
There he is!
Oh, fuck. I love this.
He's got a gun.
Yeah, boy. This is just pure guerrilla warfare, which obviously Rambo is going to be fucking baller at, mate, because he was in Nam, right? How much do you want to... Oh, never mind. I was going to say how much do you want to bet that he's making friends with the dogs. Take it back.
We ain't hunting him. He's hunting us.
Hey man, this film is an hour and a half. It's like nicely paced, it's quick, they don't mess about. They introduce you to John, they show you that he's got trauma. Absolutely everything makes sense. It pits you against these guys because they're all arseholes. It reminds me a little bit of John Wick. Like, John Wick is very simple in its plot, right? And I think sometimes, especially for action films, that works the best. Oh my god, stab! Okay, it was in the leg, fine. I mean, sorry, that's not fine. That ain't fine. Oh yeah, I love that shot. Fucking praying mantis, mate. So, oh my god, whap him in the fucking bell end, why don't you? Wait, hang on, was that spiked? Oh my god, the spikes. Yep. That's a chop it off job, that is, mate. Holy shit, man. I tell you, this escalated so quickly.
I could have killed them all.
Yeah. See, now he's dirty.
Don't push it, I'll give you a war you won't believe. Let it go.
Holy shit, they doubled down, mate. Yeah, no, surprising, honestly, that the first one just takes place in America, and it's against the police of all things. I mean, you guys let me know, contextually at the time, contemporarily, what was the feeling against the police at the time, in this time? Because this is very anti-police. I'm curious, let me know down in the comments.
And word now is that the fugitive will be in custody in a matter of hours.
Good luck.
Snaps, Will.
Oh, you're looking rough, son.
Talk to you later, okay?
What is it, Lester? What is it? For Christ's sake, spit it out.
Don't spit it out, keep it in your fucking mouth.
One of my deputies gets out of line with a prisoner, then I kick the deputy's ass. Me. The law.
Oh, dude, you were the first one.
God didn't make Rambo.
Would
I
it?
made him.
Oh, hello. Never mind, sorry.
Colonel Samuel Trautman.
Why would they grab a colonel?
Wonder why the Pentagon would send a full-bird colonel
Right.
down here to handle this.
Good, I'm glad they're asking the question.
I came here to rescue you from him. And we'll try to be extra careful.
You're an idiot.
You're dealing with an expert in guerrilla warfare.
There you go. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because, and hey, this is, history that I learned at school. Correct me if I'm wrong. America got their arse handed to them in Vietnam, right? Like for the most part. I'm not saying they didn't have victories here and there. And it was just because the Vietnamese knew the land so well, and like guerrilla warfare was their bread and butter, right? You know, it's understandable that they had the home field advantage, and they knew how to fight in that environment, heavily forested. They had like underground tunnels, all this shit, and the Americans just weren't equipped to deal with it. So it's interesting that the film takes this vein and spins it. I wonder how much this was almost propaganda, because it paints Rambo as this guy who succeeded over there, someone who dominated in the way that at least I was taught Americans didn't. Yeah, so 75 was when it ended, and this came out in 82. I wonder how much this was almost to give a positive spin on a conflict that perhaps wasn't so great for the American troops, the American soldier, the American people's minds and feelings and thoughts towards it. Do you know what I mean? Say what you want about Americans, but they are very kind of, hey, look, they're one of the most powerful nations in the world, if not the most powerful, right? Their military is huge nowadays. It's a country that's very, I think it's fair to say, very proud of their military and very focused on having that military strength. Maybe this was a direct response to that.
Provide a little gap and let him slip through it.
Oh, he wants to supply a gap for him to slip into, mate. I'll tell you now. Yeah, again, even nowadays, this is like the stereotypical man out in the wild with his fucking knife and puncher with a fucking boar on a spit. I'm just saying, all of these things kind of work to ingratiate itself to the American audience. Totally understandable how it became such a big franchise in America. And, you know, in the UK too, I'd say. Hey, man, maybe he is a vampire. We don't know. Very good at hunting, combat proficient, stealthy. Just let me have a look at your nashes, John. Show me.
I'm the last one, sir.
Oh, bless him.
We'll talk about that when you come in.
Man, these guys will not let him go, to be fair.
We can't have you running around out there wasting friendly civilians.
There are no friendly civilians.
Hey man, it's also a commentary on how soldiers are treated when they get back into society, right? Because even today...
Trouble except for that king shit cop.
All I wanted was something to eat. The man kept pushing, sir.
He did.
Well, you did some pushing of your own, John.
He pushed back.
They drew first blood, not me.
There you go.
They drew first blood.
Is that a little bit of a code? Very important to him. But yeah, even today this is relevant. War vets are not particularly treated kindly when they're welcome, well, not welcome so much, back into society. I mean, look at this, right? You know, the service that Rambo gave to his country, and he's treated like this when he gets back. He's gonna pop up out of the rocks. He fucking is. I was like, where the fuck could he come from? Oh my man, let him go. Fucking hell. Ah, fuck it, stab him. Collateral. Fair. Probably a wise choice.
And no shooting.
Come on, guys, shoot!
Well, they are terrified. War vets, they are not.
All right, Steve. Yo, screw that, Clinton. I ain't going up there.
Fair.
Raymond?
What?
I want you to go into that mine.
Oh, not me.
What do you mean, not me?
I do this part-time. I didn't come here to get killed.
Oh my god. More and more I'm getting a little bit of a commentary on the armed service. Like the armed forces, right? And I guess these are reserves, maybe?
National Guard leader?
National Guard, okay.
Who's got the rocket launcher?
What?
Come here, Earl.
Fucking America. Yeah, fine. Sorry. Yep. Holy Jesus. As much as I said before, it's kind of a simple plot, which I think is to its advantage, right? I'm getting the sense that they're underlying...
Soldier of fortune?
I'm getting the sense there's an underlying, undertone of commentary in a couple of respects that I've, mentioned in regard to the armed forces, war vets, Vietnam. Let's not forget these guys are small town guys, right? They are not prepared for this at all. And yet, apparently, they're just given rocket launchers. Sure. I feel like in some respects it is anti-American or anti-America, or at least it's challenging the things that I mentioned before, law enforcement, how war vets are treated, all this stuff. But it's like, it doesn't matter. And I feel like that's really interesting. And the reason it doesn't matter is because the person that we're focused on, the person whose side the audience is on, is Rambo, a war vet, an American. Almost this caricature, this prime example of what, at least in the minds of a lot of Americans, is the pinnacle of what an American man should be. So it doesn't matter. It allows them to challenge these systems in America because they've done it that way. Do you know what I mean? So while it's very kind of like, oh yeah, America, it's also very anti-America in some respects. And I think it's really interesting how they've done that.
He was just another drifter that broke the law.
That's gonna look real good on his gravestone at Arlington. John Rambo, survivor of countless incursions behind enemy lines. Killed for vagrancy.
Maybe this guy is the embodiment of the answer, the thing in this film that is hitting back against the establishment, to remind them and kind of pick them up on it a little bit. You know, something I do like actually as well is that he's not invincible. He's crying out a lot. He gets hurt. You can see he gets hurt. You can see he feels it. If you have this invincible protagonist, it loses a little bit of the intrigue, becomes a little bit less compelling. Yummy. Oh, what the when did they get on his back?
Colonel.
Good. Talk it out.
I just want to apologize.
Good. Maturity. I like it. Proud of you, mate. Colonel, mate, you gotta give a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, what would you have done with him if he came in?
I couldn't answer that until I met him face to face.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, wow. He's really got no friends at all. John, mate, you're on your own. You just you get yourself out of this, mate. Don't trust anybody. Fair. It's been a long day. You know what? Something that surprised me about this film is it's not been like as action-packed as I thought it was going to be. It's been a lot more slow-paced. Not a bad thing, by the way. Not a bad thing. It's a lot more kind of intricate, actually. I said it was a simple story, like very simple in its plot, and it kind of is, but like there is more under the surface, I think, which I didn't expect. But I like it. It's cool. It's a lot of just less kind of an action movie almost. It is, but it's kind of like it's just John surviving, right? It's a survival movie almost. Yeah, I like the time given over to the little moments, you know, when he's hunting the boar, when he's by the fire, making the fire, because, you know, that passively shows you how tough he is, how capable he is. And I like it. It adds more dimension to him as an action persona. Honestly, we're nearing the end of the film now. We're 20 minutes left. I do feel like it does need to wrap up a little bit. It's partly due to what I've been talking about. Like, the pace has been a little bit slower than I expected, and not much has really happened. Again, he's just surviving. Not a bad thing. Done. Easy. Little bit rude. Jonathan. Holy shit, man. He is just like kamikaze-ing the fuck out of everything. Fair. Hey, man. Cover your tracks. Fuck. Oh, come on, man. That's someone's business. I take it back, to be fair. I enjoyed that. I did. Big Bang. Love it. Bit of fire never hurt anyone. Well. Going well for you, is it, mate? Yeah, I'm kind of at the point in the film where I'm like, how is this going to wrap up? Is he going to get away? I feel like the obvious is that he's going to get away. It seems as if that's going to be the case, but I wonder because of that, maybe they're going to do a little bit of a switcheroo at the end and kind of have him be put in the hands of the corporal, perhaps.
For your own safety, please evacuate the streets.
Good on you, doing your job. Hey, do you know, we've got a little bit more dimension from this guy than I kind of necessarily expected us to get as well. Just because, you know, at the beginning of the film, I thought it was going to be basic kind of protagonist, antagonist, boom. That's what we need. Action film. They're going to go head to head. He's shown a little bit more than just the belligerent guy that we saw at the beginning.
Now, this is my job, Trautman. This is my town.
And it's interesting, isn't it? Because this guy, he very much instigated the events of the film. You know, he pushed too hard. He was a little bit too he was gripping his town too tight. There is a sliver of me that's like, I feel for you, mate. But, you know, you need to know when you're beaten, and this man's beaten. Yeah, I feel like this guy's almost got more screen time than John. Smart. Yeah, it's nice that they've come full circle as well, and they've pitted Rambo against this guy. Yeah, there's a little bit of an effect, actually, that the film has created, I think, in making John so proficient and so good at what he does is that I think for me, I'm finding that it has kind of just shaved a little bit of what would make this film compelling just because he's so overpowered, you know? I'm like, there's no competition in this now. Like, Soz, this guy has not got any chance at all, has he? Bless his little con socks. Hey, mate, just put the gun down, shake hands, you'll be fine. Oh. But you know what I mean? I feel like the outcome of this is all but certain. Hey man, that would be a prime opportunity for the film to take advantage of that in my head. Do you know what I mean? And switch it up. Shock me, surprise me. I hope it does. See, this is nice tension. Just because it showed that shot of him looking like aiming the gun through the roof window. Oh, buddy.
I'm going to order the chopper in and fly you back to Bragg.
Yeah, I did wonder whether this guy would get him, the Colonel.
This mission is over.
Yeah, he's so wired, isn't he? This is happening and he's just responded. That's all he could do. Because of the trauma that he has and the way that he's been wired to act. There was only one way it could have gone just because of, I think, who Rambo is, right? He's so fucking wired, he's got to finish it. And it's like this guy was saying, like, the mission's over.
Nothing is over!
Yeah.
You just don't turn it off!
Right. You can't.
And I come back to the world, and I see all those maggots at the airport, protesting me, calling me baby killer and all kinds of vile crap. I was in charge of $1 million equipment. Back here, I can't even hold a job. Fucking guys!
Yeah. I really like the points they're hitting on with this, you know?
Oh, God.
Yeah, bless him. And under the surface, Rambo, there's a lot to Rambo's character, which I like. I came into this expecting Rambo to just be like a one-note killer action hero. Do you know what I mean?
Back there, I had all these fighting guys. Who were my friends?
Yeah, brings you back to the beginning where he was just looking for his friend.
Because we're always talking about Vegas and this fucking car.
Yeah.
And this kid comes up and says, Shine, please. The box is wired. Fucking blew his body all over the place.
Shit, man.
I've been saying, please, I want to go home. I want to go home. Why I can't find your fucking legs?
Damn, man. I love this as an ending, by the way. Sorry, I think it's very much switched it up actually at the end, you know? Oh. Typical action movies. Big shootout, bang, flash, guns, all that shit. And it did that for a little bit, but this is very much the note that it's ending on, right? Oh, the horror of all this stuff and the psyche of this soldier and what it did to him and how he feels and this very horrifying reflection, this personification of all of this trauma. I love this. It's really heart-wrenching. It really touches you. It really kind of demonstrates the pain and the thing that so often goes not unnoticed but ignored. Ballsy move at the end to have your action hero, your big manly man crying on the shoulder of his colonel. That's awesome, man. Good on them for that. And the colonel did say it depends what he says as to whether he put a bullet in Rambo's head. And Rambo just showed him that he's empathetic, he's compassionate. He's not just a cold, mindless killer, which is what everyone has been presenting Rambo as this whole film. He is just a human being. Awesome. Yeah, you know, the thing that I was saying about it being so simple, I think it is to a certain extent, but I think that does it a disservice. I don't think it is simple. I think there is some stuff below the surface going on with the commentary that I think this film does go into that it's there, it's subtle. I think, you know, if you're not interested in all that or you don't pick up on it or whatever it might be, and I might be wrong anyway, you can just enjoy it for what it is. A survival action film with this protagonist going through and just, you know, duking it out with these guys who took a bad turn to him, you know. Yeah, I think for me the standout actually is that ending. I said, you know, like, I really hope they do something that's different, that shocks me, that like changes it up a little bit. As I got towards the end and the duke out between Rambo and the head cop guy, I was like, yeah, Rambo feels so overpowered. This isn't a competition, so I'm not as interested as I might be. And I got to that point where I was like, I want to see a little bit more. And it absolutely gave me that, you know. I asked for it, they gave me it, I can't complain. And I think it's a really ballsy move. Especially, I think, in the time that it's made, this, you know, ultra-masculine army guy, and they have him breaking down at the end of the film, showing his empathy, his compassion, his humanity there. And I think that's a really ballsy move, especially, like, in 1980s. That's something that I find quite admirable about the film and what I think probably sets it apart. There we go, Rambo First Blood ticked off the list. I will mark it as 0 vampires out of 10. Honestly, lack of vampires makes it a shit film, that's all I can say, soz. But with that said, thank you for joining me on this one, and hopefully I'll see you next time.